everyone, Zeddy here again with a surprise video because they just dumped the Warlock payoff legendary for EXCAVATE in the library, and it's freaking insane, and we gotta talk about it before we have our card revealed in a couple of hours. Go over it and I'll answer some of the more commonly asked questions I have literally answered in my comments every single time I brought EXCAVATE, and I bet you someone's gonna ask that comment or ask that question anyways, and I'll have to answer it again, but we're gonna do that in this video. And again, we have our giveaway going on for Showdown in the Badlands. Basically, we're giving away 2 regular pre-orders, 2 mega bundles out of my pocket to enter that giveaway. Like and comment in the video description below, be subscribed to the channel, and you have a chance to win. And we had 75,000 subscribers. We're less than 800 away. By the end of BlizzCon on November 4th, I will add another mega bundle, so hit that sub button, make me go broke. You can see I'm hyper because this card's ridiculous. Again, it's the EXCAVATE legendary payoff. It is not collectible, but it happens after you excavate 4 times in Warlock. We know the Death Knight one. Here's the Warlock one. It is the Azurite Snake, a 4 mana, 5/5 elemental beast. So already insane stats for the cost, right? On top of that though, Battle Cry, your hero steals 10 health from the enemy hero. It is a 4 mana Pyroblast with lifesteal. That is freaking ridiculous. Thank goodness Brand just rotated a wild, because that would be a 7 mana double Pyroblast. That is absolutely nuts. I don't see how that is not an insane payoff for EXCAVATE. The only downside I've seen with EXCAVATE is there's like only 2 class cards for the EXCAVATE classes and only 2 neutrals to work with, one being like a 2 mana 1/1 and another being a very expensive rush minion. So how often you can EXCAVATE will really, you know, nullify some of the abilities of these cards. But we had that Tram card we talked about in the prior video, and now we have an absolutely incredible payoff card. And I just want to answer some quick EXCAVATE questions that I keep getting before I rate the card. I'm going to rate it because why not? Even though this is not collectible, you can only get it as a reward in game, which is kind of cool. It's not like pay to win in a way. They, at least most of the EXCAVATE cards, actually some of them are epics. Regardless, you know what I mean. Basically the way EXCAVATE works, the first time you excavate, you get a common, which is always a 1-cost card, but they're all above the mana curve, right? Like 1 mana gain 2 coins, 1 mana 2/2 rush, 1 mana deal 3 damage. After that, you get a rare. So the next time you excavate, you get a rare, and you also activate like the Tram card that gives you a full board of 3/3 rushes, or in Death Knight, like the next card costs 7 less this turn, something like that. Again, you get a rare, which are 2 mana, and again, pretty good effects like discover a 3-cost card, it costs 0. You're cheating a mana. Deal 3 damage to a minion and the enemy hero. That was like back in the day, a 5 mana hunter spell, and now it's just a 2 mana reward, right? After that, the third time, you get an epic, which again, way above the curve. Discover a 5-cost card, it costs 0. Deal 3 damage to all enemies, like old Death and Decay. So again, you get that, and of course my favorite, Ogre Fist Boulder. And then lastly, you get a legendary. We knew the Azurite Rat, now we know the Warlock one, and another very commonly asked question, the one I've answered I think 3 times in the last like 3 days, is do I keep getting legendaries after I excavate 4 times? No, you reset. Once you discover a legendary in, let's say, the Azurite Rat, you do a common, then a rare, then an epic, and then a legendary. So you have to go 8 times over just to get that card. So that is going to be difficult. This is a card I think you're only likely to see realistically once in a game, but this can be lethal. This can be a way to keep you alive while you're gaining all this value. You can bounce it. We got the new bouncer that buffs stats. In Wild, again, you have Brand, you have Raise Dead. There are a lot of ways you can even try and build around and abuse this a little bit more, but it's just a ridiculous, unbelievable payoff that I had to show you guys early, and I'm giving it a 5 stars in Standard, a 4 stars in Wild, where like Brand and Raise Dead exist. And yeah, pretty darn cool, but we'll leave it at that. We got our card reveal very soon, so stay tuned for that, but I had to keep you guys updated on this. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day, and stay salty, my friends.